It's week 8 of the NFL, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Rams and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin here with Charles Davis as always. And CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Off the bootleg. Caps sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd down, Glass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Plenty of shots for this crowd as they watch the replay. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, this has certainly been a nice.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here, yes. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ballgame. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he's brought down. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw. Caps. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Fletcher Cox able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On 2nd down now, Glass. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake. Caps. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Buying time to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Caps. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. On 1st down, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This defense for the Rams, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good. Here we go. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
They'll run on 1st down. Glass. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Back to throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Got some room at the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the keeper.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. On third down, Glass. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you. Back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try and account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
And throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll keep it on the ground. Glass.
We playing to win.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
There we go.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, Watson gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken at around the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. On first down, Glass. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off play action. Caps. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Looking to throw. Caps steps away to his left. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Glass. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Here we go.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We'll check on his status when we get back. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Glass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They'll try again.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Let's go, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Capps dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Off the play fake. Capps steps away, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing
for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this throw will be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Sheds off the tackle. And the Rams come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians, as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.